Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. The Statue of Liberty on United States coins. Let's explore. I can't think of a more fitting day to publish this video than July the 4th, Independence Day, to showcase the Statue of Liberty enshrined on U.S. coinage. And these examples that you see before you are the only ones that I can think of that show the Statue of Liberty. Now, we know that the Statue of Liberty is shown on medals of the United States of America, and they're also showcased on coins from other nations around the world. But these that you see before you here are the only ones that I can think of that show the Statue of Liberty prominent. If you can think of any other coin that the United States has produced, in other words, a round disc that has a denominative value that shows the Statue of Liberty, post it in the comments section below. I can't think of any others. Before, we had the Statue of Liberty, which was gifted to the United States from the nation of France in 1886. The symbols of liberty were really profound as a lady. Lady Liberty, the concept thereof, was first started on United States coins from the figure of Columbia. And that is the foundation of what Lady Liberty was about. But really, it was personified in a statue. And so when we think of Lady Liberty, typically we think of the symbol of freedom that is pronounced with the Statue of Liberty. And we begin by looking at the different coins that were produced that showcase Lady Liberty. Coins that ended up being a part of circulating coinage in the United States of America. But it first started in 1986, which we were several years into the U.S. Modern Commemorative Coin Program, when the United States Mint, under the authority of Congress, decided to create a 3-coin set, which is a great majority of what you see here in your view, to honor the Statue of Liberty, the gateway to America, with Ellis Island and the view of that Statue of Liberty. We start first in silver. The most pronounced, the largest coin that shows the Statue of Liberty has the Ellis Island building in the background, and the Statue of Liberty in the foreground here. A beautiful coin indeed. This coin shows the torch of freedom here on the back, on the reverse of the coin, that says, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free." United States of America, and the torch shining bright there. The torch of freedom. $1 is the denominative value in this 90% silver coin, Liberty. The next coin is the clad $half that shows the Statue of Liberty very close to the time that it was erected in an old Lower Manhattan that you can see in the background, with the rising sun showing a promise of a new day, a new dawn in America, where progress and liberty would shine bright for the ages to come, representing the past 100 years from 1886 to 1986. On the reverse of the coin, we can see an immigrant family here coming ashore and seeing the skyline of Manhattan in the distance here. A nation of immigrants, it says on the reverse of this clad $half coin. The Statue of Liberty, indeed. Finally, from that coin set in 1986, we have a bold representation of the Statue of Liberty's face, looking outward, determined, and ahead. Statue of Liberty peers out into the distance there, and we can see the boldness of what liberty means. And this gold 90% coin from 1986, a beautiful rendition A very, very bold statement this coin makes, and a very unique view showcasing Lady Liberty in this manner. It is brilliantly done, and it is one of the most beautiful coins, I feel, of the modern commemorative collection. On the reverse, we have the eagle, which also represents freedom, and there are too many of those coins to show because for many years it was required that the eagle be shown on the reverse of all the circulating coins of a certain denomination. United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, In God We Trust, $5. The symbol of liberty needs no other words. The Statue of Liberty, other than the word mandated by Congress, by law, to be on our coins. Liberty. There it is. Very, very special and a very bold statement made back in 1986 with this wonderful coin. The $5 Liberty Gold coin. And that is the only gold coin that I know of that shows Lady Liberty. Then we move to 1997 when the Platinum Bullion Coin Program came out. The Platinum Bullion Coin Program showcased Liberty in almost as bold a measure with this rendition of Lady Liberty here as a statue, a very close look at the face of Liberty staring right in front of you, and the rays coming out from her head dress there point out, showcasing, that power and defense, and shining bright. Liberty there, the word inscribed, the background, a beautiful coin indeed, Liberty. And this happens to be a proof version. All of these are proof versions of Lady Liberty on her coins. So for the first time, the American Eagle, and in this particular case, it is the Platinum American Eagle. Well, it is a coin series here that enshrines liberty with every coin from here until 2017. For the proof versions, uncirculated versions continue to carry the Statue of Liberty on the obverse. Beautifully done indeed. Then, in 2007, we had the presidential dollars that were created for each president, and on the reverse of those was a bold representation of the Statue of Liberty looking down, looking up at the majesty of this statue that was again gifted to the United States back in 1886. This bold representation of the Statue of Liberty shows the torch of freedom that she holds up high, $1 denominated value there, and the Statue of Liberty herself, a wonderful rendition, a beautiful representation, and a bold statement with not only the bold font of the United States of America, but $1 sitting proudly there in the field underneath of her arm. A very nice representation of the Statue of Liberty that boldly proclaims what this nation is all about. Finally, we have the American Innovation Program, which was going to probably continue the Statue of Liberty, as it were, but instead it decided to choose a different rendition of the Statue of Liberty, looking straight on from a distance. And this representation of the Statue of Liberty is not my favorite, because to me it doesn't really show the boldness of what liberty is about. It looks at it from a distance, but she is looking forward, and it is certainly with nothing else in the background there. The center of focus is that Statue of Liberty there. And fascinating as she holds the tablet with the date July 4th, 1776. She holds that statue, she holds that torch of freedom and looks on as the coin reads, "In God We Trust," and $1 there. It is a representation that continues with a non-circulating coin program, the Innovation Dollars. And this happens to be the inaugural issue that shows the first patent and what American innovation is all about. American innovation is based off the foundations of free enterprise in the United States of America that continues, at least to some extent, to this day. And so we honor it with this coin program that I think is I'm a fan of the coin program in general. But this is the common reverse to all of the coins for the innovation program, the innovation dollar program. And so as we move here to replace all of these coins back upon the this platform here, let's look at them all again together. Liberty, the Statue of Liberty, wonderful, and used here in the United States on only a few coins. Some have circulated. Well, one has circulated. The others are simply merely commemorative or non-circulating issues. And even the presidential dollars do not circulate anymore, other than ones that are already in circulation. They stopped that about halfway through the program, a little bit more halfway through the program. Nonetheless, there they are, the Statue of Liberty enshrined on our coinage. What are your thoughts? I would like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch this video, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.